and OKN Senior gets underway for qualifying Heat 3. Let's take you through then the starting lineup. Jack Webster and George Nassar round out row number 1. Rafael Jesus and Austin Gale on row 2. Adam Al-Azhari and Hamza Al-Fayez go from row 3, from Gabe Balanka and Omar Kanoum on row 4. Emanuele Liadikis and Bernardo Bonaldi go from row 5, from Austin Lee and Mohamed Benemni on row 6. Finn McLaughlin and Christopher El Fagali from Pip Casabane and Peter Stiller on row 8. Romeo Nassar and Alessandro Biggie on row 9, from Suleiman Zamfari and Cooper Lyle on row 10. Jabbar Al-Sabah and Brotak Stefan from Maximus Chinasko and Elijah Yulton on row 12. Zach Hurd and Elizaveta Kozlova on row 13, from Isaac Demelweek and Alessandro Tedesca on row 14. Marco Drittenpress and Leith Manimna on row 15. They round out the top 30. Arena Kanana and Aisha Sabi on row 16. Sal Zerpa and Severe Sanfari, Mario Vigliotti and August Reiber round out the 18 rows, 36 karts in total. And hopefully all of the drivers have gone out again. I'm seeing 2 karts that have not crossed the timing beam. That will be Jabbar Al-Sabah and, well, Sal Zerpa, who has just had retirements in every single session. And I personally would not be surprised if Sal Zerpa just said, I think I'm done for the weekend here. It's not working out, and it's so unfortunate to see that from the Venezuelan. He's worked so hard throughout this one. He's really been dedicated, despite all of the bad results he's had. He's just kept fighting, he's kept pushing, and he's kept working as hard as he could. But unfortunately for him, there becomes a point. Well, at the moment, Adam Al-Azhari would be starting on pole for the final later on, as he leads the intermediate classifications from Jack Webster. Rafael Jesus and Finn McLaughlin would lock out row number 2. But for right now, that will all change by the end of this race. Let's see what will happen as we get going. So, Jack Webster on the inside line. George Nassar on the outside. Watch for Rafael Jesus and watch for Adam Al-Azhari as well in the green helmet, black suit. Third on the inside row. Here we go. Down it towards turn 1. And a good start from the inside row once more. And again, Adam Al-Azhari gets to the inside of Rafael Jesus and gets up into second place. Another lightning start then from 5th on the grid, already up into second place. And a brilliant start here. Jack Webster defending already as they go in towards the chicane now, as they dive down into the hairpin of turn 7, and no drama for our drivers down here. Bit on the brakes there in towards 8. Adam Al-Azhari trying to get down the inside, but there again in 3rd place is Gabe Balanka. Oh dear, and that is Marco Drittenpress, and that is Arena Canada. Unfortunately, both of them off the circuit, and both of them again not getting the results they wanted. There's Gabe Balanka, the Australian, back in 3rd place. He had a spin in qualifying Heat 2 when he tried to go for the race lead, and it just didn't go his way, and he had to retire. But right now, this is redemption. Looks to the inside and says, right, okay, so now they're on the same path here. Gabe Balanka looked to the inside. Adam Al-Azhari said, right, let's go, let's chase him. And Gabe Balanka said the same. They're going to work together. They're going to catch Jack Webster. Well, they've not really dropped him. If anything, they're still absolutely line astern. Just behind as well, Rafael Jesus still there in P4. So we've got a 4-car breakaway here. And all of them looking very strong in these early stages. It's still Emanuele Liadikis who leads the next group here, and a change for the lead as down the inside goes Adam Al-Azhari. Gabe Balanka not able to follow through as well. And Webster down into 2nd place, and Jesus has gone up into 3rd. So Balanka there now in 4th place, but he dives to the inside here of Rafael Jesus and gets through into 3rd place, and instantly communicating, saying thank you. Right, let's keep going. Let's push ourselves forward. Let's catch these 2 up in front, because Adam Al-Azhari, once again, he is pushing himself forward, and there again, not the scenes you want to see. Arena Canada, unfortunately, at the side of the track, watching the race from a marshal post. Race continues though, and Adam Al-Azhari leading the way, looking very comfortable here indeed. Watching him through the chicane there, absolutely dancing through there, just fractionally clipping the curbs and not unsettling the car. Here comes Gabe Balanka to the inside of the fellow Australian. Jack Webster gets it done, and both of them now need to dig deep, push each other along, and tried to catch up to the back of Adam Al-Azhari, who has broken away by now 0.3 of a second. But Rafael Jesus as well, still looking quick here. I think has got something to say to Jack Webster, wanting to go for the move. Not able to get it done, though, through the turn 16, 17 complex. Check over the shoulder there for Al-Azhari, checks and sees that okay, it's Balanka who's behind me now. He's quick. Can he close in on me? Race replay of the start on your left-hand side of your screen. Live feed on the right-hand side. And a look at the start there. And again, lightning start for Adam Al-Azhari. Again, he's just absolutely nailed these starts all the way throughout this. And he's looking for a second win here. He would dominate the second day of racing and the qualifying heats. He would have 144 intermediate classifications from this one. There you saw the moment for Adam Al-Azhari and Gabe Balanka saying, yeah, let's work together and catch up to Jack Webster. And they did just that. Adam Al-Azhari would get the move, though, down in towards turn 8. But for Balanka, he wasn't able to follow through. He had to wait later on. But now they have closed back in, and we have a race for the lead. Adam Al-Azhari and Gabe Balanka, the Australian here, right on his rear tail. Webster still there in third from Rafael Jesus. Suleiman Zamfari has closed in. Good to see Suleiman Zamfari back in top form today. He was very quick yesterday, gaining so many positions after a bad qualifying 1. Qualifying 2 went a little bit better for him, I think, today, or yesterday. Still qualified 19th today, though, but he finished 4th in the final yesterday, so he is still looking very, very quick. Keep an eye on Suleiman Zamfari. He is one to keep a close eye on. Still no change, though, for your top 5. They stay the same. Adam Al-Azhari from Balanka, Webster, Jesus, and Zamfari. Emmanuel Leodike is still there. Change for the lead. Balanka to the inside. Balanka to the inside through turn 16. Gets it done. And Adam Al-Azhari now on the back foot here as into the slipstream and into the toe goes Jack Webster. Can't get the move done through turn 1. Has to hold back, but looks potentially to the inside of turn 3 here. Not able to get that one done, but looks to it through turn 4. Just slices his way through. And Adam Al-Azhari, you could fit a needle through how close they were there. But now Jesus loses out to Zamfari. Suleiman Zamfari gets up into 4th place now as well. So Rafael Jesus, who goes wheel to wheel and just says to Jesus and Zamfari, just saying, right, okay, let's focus, let's close in. We've got no one behind us. Let's work in and close on these drivers here now. So for Adam Al-Azhari, he's now back down into 3rd place after leading this one. What does that mean for the positions later on? Oh, that is Aisha Sabi, unfortunately, out of the race and nowhere to be seen. She's just abandoned the cart on the weighbridge there and just said, yeah, race is over. Big, big shame. Well, Gabe Balanka leads the way. Here was the move from Webster for, well, there you can see there was a bit of contact between the two of them, but not so much. And actually nearly running completely off the track there for Jack Webster, but continues to hold 2nd place. Finn McLaughlin setting the fastest lap of the race. We've not spoken about him much in this race. Where is he? He's 7th place at the moment after his starting 13th after a poor qualifying. He is still, at this moment, if he stays in that position, he would still qualify on the 2nd row, the outside of row number 2 in P4 for the final. Yellow flags out. Actually, watch the battle for 2nd place. Now, who's tumbled down the order? We have had retirements. Pip Casabene has also retired on that last lap. Now, we saw Aisha Sabi as well in Parc Fermé. We didn't see what happened to Romeo Nassar. Actually, I think that was with the contact with Arena Canina as well, actually, at the start of the race. I think that's what that was. But a couple of non-starters, Jabbar Al-Sabah and Sal Zerpla, not starting the race here this weekend. Zachary Hurd, fastest lap of the race now as well. There in P13, the driver who finished 2nd in the final yesterday. Still looking to gain positions here. Zach Hurd from Australia, looking very strong. Big oversteer moment there for Gabe Balanka in the race lead. He's going to lose some time there now, I think, to Webster. Webster might have a chance to close in here. It looks like he's okay. You just saw there he hooked in the front wheels, and I don't think he expected the front to grip so quickly, and the back just tried to overtake him through turn 10. Amazingly keeps control of it. The gap still about half a second. Amazing kart control there for Gabe Belanca. He has had, well, his first day for Gabe Belanca was not the one he wanted. Qualifying 2 on Monday was much better than Q1, and his races today have still been a bit shaky. Qualifying Heat 2 earlier on with the spin and the retirement for Gabe Belanca didn't go his way, but this one certainly is going his way. We're on lap 9 of 13. McLaughlin again with the fastest lap. And I've got to say, Webster has closed in a little bit. It was 0.6 of a second, the gap. Visually there, it looks a lot slower. There is Gabe Belanca going through. You can see him tucking in. Oh, there again, and another oversteer moment there for Jack Webster. He is pushing hard here to try and close up. Gap last time, just under 0.6 of a second. Crosses the line now, 0.3 of a second. Webster is closing in on Gabe Belanca here through turn 2. And again, tighter line there. Webster looking to the inside there on Belanca. Not close enough for the move. We're on 10 of 13 here as they dive through the chicane of 5 and 6 in towards turn 7. And again, just watch it now as these drivers try to battle away. Belanca is struggling now. Jack Webster, who started this one first place, is in second, and he's looking to get his first place position back as he latches onto that rear bumper now of Gabe Belanca. Could we see a move here in towards turn 12? He's not close enough for that. Any move he does, though, he's got to be careful because Adam Alazari is right there in third place, and he will capitalise on this one. These two are still scrapping back here. Suleiman Zamfari and Rafael Jesus, they are still line astern here for 4th and 5th place, but they are not worried about them just yet. They are focusing on themselves here. 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Gabe Belanca, Jack Webster, and Adam Alazari here. 1, 2, 3 as we go on to lap 11 of 13 now. Up through turn 4 they go into the chicane. Watch them as they clip the curbs. Do they hit them hard? No. Belanca loses the touch there and actually loses the back end just that little bit more. And nearly Webster went for a move to the inside there of turn number 7. Again on that rear bumper. But Webster's got to be careful because if he doesn't go for the move, I can guarantee you now that Adam Alazari will absolutely send it to the inside of him if he does not go for the move here on Gabe Belanca. So Jack Webster has to be careful here as they go through. There's the gap. It's 0.3 of a second, but it will close in with every waking moment that Gabe Belanca tries to hold on to this position. You can see the racing lines there slightly different as they dance through the left and rights of 13, 14 and 15. Back out they go through turn 17 and they start the penultimate lap now. It is still Belanca who leads from Webster. Alazari there in third place, and again they can still struggle from the drivers behind. Sanfari and Jesus are still there. McLaughlin still there in 6th place as well from George Nassau, who started this one on the front row of the grid. Still sees him there in P7. Big moment there, and sideways and through goes Webster. Webster on Belanca, and he gets the position done. Belanca tries to hold it around the outside there through turn 8, but he can't, and now he's going to lose out to Adam Alazari. No, he doesn't. He stays there in P2, and he's just lost touch now of Jack Webster. The gap opens up, but Adam Alazari tried to get it down the inside, and it just didn't work out. Looks to the inside here at 12. Can't quite do it. Stays behind. And now Suleiman Zamfari is in closing distance now, and he could possibly go for a move here on Adam Alazari, and he does go for the move. He dives to the inside of turn 16, and he gets that one, and he moves up into P4 now. Fantastic driving for third place, I should say, for Suleiman Zamfari. He's up onto the podium spots here in this qualifying heat. Of course, this would mean good things going into the final because Suleiman Zamfari has been absolutely rapid this weekend in some of the qualifying heats and the final yesterday. I'm curious to see where he will start, and in this position right now, he would actually put himself 8th on the final grid. He would certainly be starting alongside Hamza Al-Fayez, and that would mean a very close final. But on this final lap, it's going to go the way of Jack Webster. No one else is close enough to him. There's 0.4 of a second between himself and second place of Gabe Belanca. This is still a superb result for Gabe Belanca, his best result of the weekend so far. But for Jack Webster, one final corner, around he goes, and this would secure pole position for the final later on today for Jack Webster. Adam Alazari would be joint on points, but because Jack Webster out-qualified him in Q2, he would start on pole. Adam Alazari then will start in P2. Rafael Jesus would start P3 just behind Jack Webster, and Finn McLaughlin would start alongside on the outside of row number 2. Christopher El Faghali then would start in P5 from George Nassar, Hamza Al Fayez and Suleiman Zanfari would round out the top 8 for the final later on. But the results in this one, Jack Webster from Australia, from Gabe Balanka from Australia, Suleiman Zanfari from Morocco, and Adam Al-Azhari from the United Arab Emirates round out the top 4. Suleiman Zanfari, 16 places he gained there to finish in P3. That is a superb drive from Zanfari. Finn McLaughlin and Rafael Jesus round out 5th and 6th place. McLaughlin in 6th, gaining 7 positions. George Nassar finishing in 7th from Christopher El Faghali, 6 positions gained to finish in P8 from Emanuele Leodikis in 9th place. Zachary Hurd, who rounds out the top 10, 15 places gained after he started this one, all the way back in 25th place. The rest of the order there on your screen. Cooper Lyle with a good result, 11th place, 9 positions gained from Peter Stiller. Austin Gale from Hamza Al Fayez. August Raber from Austin Lee. August Raber gaining 21 places there to finish in the top 15. Alessandro Tedesco with 11 places gained. He finishes in P17 from Omar Ghanum. And Maxim Churesco rounding out the top 19. Elizaveta Kozlova rounds out the top 20 after gaining 6 places.